Certified Pega Lead System Architect, CPLSA, Exam 8.8 PEGACPLSA88V1 exam dumps are valuable in your preparation. Share some PEGACPLSA88V1 exam dumps here. 1. Select the recommended option for extending the data model provided by a Pega industry framework. A. Hide the data model with a custom data model. B. Redefine the data model. C. Hide the data model with an Enterprise Service Bus (ESB) dictated data model. D. Specialize the data model as little as possible. 2. Your application uses a page type property named customer info to store the customer's first and last names. Which two approaches ensure that the customer's first and last names are stored in uppercase? Choose 2. A. Creating an edit veil date rule on the customer info property to veil date that the first and last names are in uppercase. B. Creating a veil date rule that validates the first and last names are in uppercase and reference the veil date rule in the flow action. C. Creating a post-processing data transform that converts the values to uppercase, if needed, and reference it in the flow action. D. Creating an edit input rule on the customer info property that automatically changes the first and last names to uppercase. 3. A shipping case needs to wait a specific time period before progressing in its flow. The developer is considering using a wait shape or an assignment with an SLA to perform this function. Identify the two requirements for which a wait shape is the simpler approach. Choose 2. A. Automatically bypass locking when the assignment is created. B. Manually step past the waiting point prior to the designated time. C. Adjust the case urgency when the assignment is created. D. Present a custom UI form to the user while waiting to expire. 4. Users are spending excess time researching duplicate cases to determine whether to process or resolve the cases. Which two options allow you to reduce the number of potential duplicate cases? Choose 2. A. Increase the weights of the weighted conditions. B. Decrease the weights of the weighted conditions. C. Decrease the weighted conditions sum threshold. D. Increase the weighted conditions sum threshold. 5. You are designing a form for an online bookstore to display new arrivals. In the form, the book cover pictures are displayed in a row, like words in a sentence. Once the row reaches the full width of the screen, it wraps around to begin a new row. Which layout do you use to display the book cover pictures? A. Column layout. B. Repeating layout. C. Dynamic layout. D. Screen layout. 6. You are configuring authentication for a Pega web mashup implementation. How do you ensure the host system origin is trusted? A. In the application definition, specify the protocol, host, and port. B. In the authentication service JNDI binding parameters, specify the protocol, host, and port. C. In the authentication service specify the IAC auth verification activity. D. In the content security policy record specify the website as allowed. 7. BigCo receives complaints from existing customers and new prospects that BigCo representatives contact them with irrelevant offers and products. Which two Pega solutions do you suggest to help solve this problem? Choose 2. A. Pega Customer Service. B. Pega marketing. C. Robotic process automation. D. Customer decision hub. 8. XYZ Corporate wants to perform extensive analysis on work party information across various case types in real time at any time of the day. At the same time, XYZ wants to minimize the impact this analysis has caseworker using Pega applications. Which solution do you recommend? A. Invoke BIX to export index work party URI data to the report database. B. Impalement a REST service that persists index work party URI data within the report database. C. Configure the index work party URI data _admin _db table record to write to the reports database. D. Define additional database indexes against index whirl parry URI. 9. App Studio created a data type in the organization layer for quote data called BCO data quote. How do you help users find rules from this data class when working in App Studio? A. Select each rule you want to reuse in the application as a relevant record. B. Copy the fields in the data class to the BCOQT work class so all subclasses can see the quote rules. C. Use a data reference to configure the rules that you need from the BCO data quote class. D. Create a BCOQI data quote class that inherits from BCO data quote. 10. What are two valid reasons for defining a case type within a case type specific ruleset? Choose 2. A. The case type might be converted to a component application in the future. B. Case-specific rulesets make it easier to rebase ruleset versions. C. The ruleset can be added to the ruleset stack for multiple applications. D. Each branch ruleset can be associated to case-specific user stories.